Hi guys, this is Jess. I'm here with Lorraine and her beautiful long nails. I'm sure you guys recognize them. They're the ones that have red under. So she is back and we are doing a bit of just a quick swirl and some chunky glitter. So I wanted to come and show you guys how I place my chunky loose glitter into the nail when it's not like an overall all over nail or anything like that. I posted an older picture of her. I think it was hers. Was it yours or Shayla's?
What?
The dark ones with the pink?
Hers.
Those were Shayla's. Her sister. They both wear these nails. Super long and fabulous. So I posted those and those are pretty fun. Hold on. Oopsies. Let me see if I can get this in here so I can answer any questions you guys have. All right, so I am using ivory right now, which is, why is it saying that? All right, well, it's currently not letting me read you guys' comments, but in a moment, we'll see if we can make that happen. So I am using ivory right now, so I've done her fill with natural, and this is my second coat of ivory. I'm not going to cure it. You want to make sure that you leave your second coat of ivory fine. Oh, good. Lorraine's gonna shout out any questions. Hi, Terry. Hi, Mary. Terry and Mary. Cute. All right, so get real nice and close to the cuticle as you work around. Always working close. I like ivory for a white, when it's not like the dead of summer, I'll typically suggest it because it's not as bright and it looks nicer on people's skin tones than polar. Polar is just super crazy bright, so. All right, so then we're gonna use this very fun yellow. This is called Crazy Daisy. I gave it a stir, which is why there's little bubbles in there. And I'm going to use my number 3 brush and I'm just going to dab it in. And then I'm just doing an easy swirl. I'm not doing much because we're going to be accenting this with glitter. So I don't need a whole bunch of color or anything like that. Just an easy swirl, just grabbing a bit in there. Swirling it in. Again, this yellow is called Crazy Daisy. And it's from the options line. And options colors are nice to swirl because they're a little bit thicker than the Luxia ones, so they really stay put without adding a lot of kind of runniness to the nail. They really stay put well. So Crazy Daisy, easy.
And Mary said, when will the 50 packs of the 100 files be back? So.
We got our order today. Yay! So they're back in stock today. So Jessica just finished her client, so any orders that we had held for a couple of different things that we were waiting on that we had sold out of, we finally got it in today. Sometimes it takes a couple of weeks for us to get our shipment from Accents, and this was one of those cases. So we have everything back in stock. Any orders that were held are going out today, priority. Hopefully we will get them in the mailbox before the second mail comes, if they come. Sometimes they don't, but not for lack of us chasing them down, that's for sure. And then everything will get on its way. Which is good, because you know what, Mary? I was at 100 files too. I've been using these cheap ones that I got to try out, and I do not like them as much. I'm a much bigger fan of the Accents files than the more expensive. They're loud and really scratchy, and I don't like it. So I have a little too much yellow right there, so I'm just going to dab a little bit more on there, and then swirl that in. So, very easy.
You said, what about the new colors?
The new gem collection, we don't have a ship date on that yet. So as soon as I have a ship date and I know it's shipping out, I will add it online as a pre-order. I'm sorry?
The mini options.
Mini options. The new colors are the new gem collection, which are a gel play collection. The new foil colors that are coming out. We've had the other options ones. They're online. They're in the new section. Those have been around for a while. But the new ones coming out are the new Gel Play Gem collection, and those ones aren't out yet. So we're able to announce it, but we don't have them available to ship. And once I know we have them heading our way, then I will do it. So, all right, so I'm going to be using a couple of different glitters for her. She picked this one from Wildflowers, which is Empress. And this one from Sparkle's Nail Products, which is number 204. So I have both of these, and she liked them both, so we're going to dab a little bit of both in. This one I carry. The Sparkle's Nail Products I have. They're not online yet, but if you are coming to the Oregon show, I will have them there. So we're going to be doing a strip of glitter down the middle, and I'm just going to take my top gloss and just put it on where I want to put the glitter. The reason I do this is because I don't want to create a lot of bulk, and it's fast. And this is in the real world. And we have to get nails done, and our lovely clients can go, so they don't have to sit in our chair all day. They love us a little bit, but not that much. So they have things to do. So it's fast to get a nice clear bit of gel on there really fast. And then I'm just going to take my brush, the one I was just using. I'm going to dab it in my clear gel, and I'm just going to use it to dab onto the nail. And then I can push it into place where I want it. So I grabbed the sparkles first, and now I'm grabbing the Empress because it's lighter. So I typically start with, if I'm doing two of them, I do the darker one first and then the lighter. Get it into place, and then wipe your brush off, and you can just push, typically, that got onto the nail that didn't have gloss on it. You just push the sparkle exactly where you want it, because that gloss layer is pretty easy to push around. Gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? Pretty. Okay. So again, I'm just going to do my sparkle layer first on all of them, and then I'll grab the Empress one. So drop in. Drop in. Okay, now I'm going to take the Empress, do the same thing. Anyone say anything?
Nope.
Okay. Hope everyone's having a lovely Wednesday. It's been a good day here. Can you hear all that noise Jessica's making? She's unpacking the boxes so we can get you guys' product out the door. I honestly order stuff before I run out, but sometimes it just takes so long for me to get it.
Teresa said we are watching intently.
Intently. And with bated breath, how does Sparkle look? Sparkle always looks fabulous. So again, dabbing a little bit of this. And the nice thing is even though you just threw some gloss on there, it works really well just to pound this in, you know, and get it in there. If you're working with fine glitter and you want to create your own fine glitter, we do have a gel play called Glitter Me that's a really good consistency for mixing your own loose glitter into. But I would do it for finer glitter. I wouldn't really mix that with this chunky glitter. I would keep the chunky glitter just dry and add it like this. So it's quite a bit easier. And I think you get a better finish. It's not as thick. This is a fun combination. See, I tell all these black girls, you guys are lucky. You can wear yellow, and it looks good on you. Us white girls, I'm sorry. We don't look good in yellow. And someone might get mad at me for saying that, but it's true. Right?
Well, this is the first time I've had yellow. Shayla gets yellow all the time.
It looks so nice on your skin tone. I'm sorry, if I was tan enough, it might look good on me, but I am not tan enough to pull off yellow. it looks really good. I have another client right now, and she's wearing gorgeous yellow, and she texts me and she says, honestly, it's almost annoying. I get stopped so much. And I said, I'm sorry, Jessica. It's another Jessica. I said, I'm sorry. She was trying to go calm this time because she did art last time, and she said she was kind of annoyed with how much she was stopped. So she's like, I'm going to do something calm. I'm like, okay, how about this yellow? So we did, there might be a picture of it out there. They're yellow, and then a couple of the nails I did the yellow glitter shifter on. I think I put on Instagram. Anyway, she texted me at like 10 o'clock one night and said, I can't do anything. People keep bugging me. So that's fun. All right, so again, I'm just going to take the gloss and just putting it about where I want it to be. Don't like try to go really nice and slow and careful. Just put some on there. It doesn't need to be perfect. You want it in the general vicinity of where you're going to be putting your sparkle, and that's about all that matters. Just get it on. Just go, go, go. Yeah, like that. Okay. Once you have enough on, take your brush. I'm going to do the sparkles glitter first because it's a little darker. Jessica, can you get me some options clear? I think I packed it for class and I don't have it in my drawer, and I'm going to want it for top gloss. Or grab it from the pedicure shelf for me, pretty please. Thank you. I opened one in class, but I don't know where it went. What I like about this sparkles one is that it has these little fine bits. Do you guys see the little fine bits? I really like that. It's kind of some little fine bits of glitters in there. Thank you. All right. And wipe this off, and that. Now we're going to do the lighter gold. Dab that in from Lauren. Lauren's Good Stuff. That's what we should call it, Lauren's Good Stuff. I think Lauren was going to do a video on her ombre brush today, which I have one of those too. Love it. And the only thing I didn't do before I put that other hand in the light that I should have done is check to make sure there wasn't anything sticking up. So I'm going to check that on this one before I put it in. Otherwise, I will show you how to fix it if there's one sticking up before you top coat. You guys like it? Isn't it pretty? So pretty. So if you're coming to the Oregon show, the one show, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's in Portland, Oregon, later in May. And I will have bags of these sparkles glitters available for $1. So that way you don't have to get a giant jar. You can get a whole bunch of different ones. I'm just working on getting them all bagged, which is a major process. So if any of you out there wants to come and hang out at my shop and just put sparkles in bags, that'd be awesome. I make my husband do it. It's just, it takes time. So pretty.
Mary said she had a mini video on Instagram today.
Awesome. Yep. Probably the ombre brush. They're pretty fun. Easy to use. Alright, so just push it where you want it. If anything's not where it's supposed to be, you can push it around a little bit. And then what I was saying about, oh, we need more on here. Lorraine would not have gone in the light without more glitter. Not to worry.
I saw it.
She saw it. It wasn't going to happen. So look down it and tap it. This is what I didn't do on the other hand. So sometimes you get a glitter that's sticking up and shouldn't be. So you can look at it down the barrel a little bit and just tap it into place if something's there. I moved my glitter. You have to add more. Darn. More glitter. Alright. So upon finishing this, go ahead and put that in. I'm not going to use gloss. This is typically what I use for my solid color, or if I'm doing just a fine glitter, like maybe a fade with some Aurora Sparkle or something like that. But when I'm working with my chunky glitters, I find it absolutely the best way is to use Options Clear. So you can get them like this. This is a UV LED formula. So it will cure in your UV light or your LED light. They don't come in large jars in the UV LED because it's very sensitive to light, and they didn't want someone spending 75 bucks on a jar and then having it cure in the light. So they're purposely made in these small jars, and then there's refill tubes. So you can keep a refill tube and refill it as you go. And I have a refill tube, but I can't find my little jar because I took it to class. Okay, so nothing's sticking up there. So using this as your gloss, you need to hold your brush more flat on the nail like this. If you hold your brush like this and flick it, you're going to pull your gloss off the top and it's not going to give you a fine finish. You need to hold your brush parallel down, and you're going to be following the shape of the nail, going down all the way, but not dragging through it. Okay, so I'm going to pillow it around the cuticle just like I would any other gel, and then glide it down over the nail. If you feel like you're running out, it looks splotchy, get some more and glide it over the nail, because you want it to float. If your bristles are flaring a lot, it's not going to float, and you are going to end up without a smooth finish. But if you guys can see that, it's perfectly smooth without any bumps. So you don't have to add more product, finish, file, and then gloss. This is your gloss, and it's thick enough that you can float it over your sparkle. So add more. Always grab more. If you feel like you don't have enough, grab more. It's way easier to grab more. See how it would just like do that? It's way easier to grab more and remove than it is to try to fight not enough gel. So float it over. And I'm gliding with the shape of her nail. There's a little fuzz there. Okay. And just because her nails are really long, I'm going to go ahead and freeze this for just 2 seconds, just so that it doesn't move on me when I continue on to the rest of the hand. So go ahead and freeze for 2. Okay. And then we're going to keep going. So get a bunch of gel and work with more gel than less. So Options Clear. Float it around. This also makes an extremely strong nail.
Which I need.
Which, somebody was moving mattresses the other day with her nails this long. Really? Really, Lorraine?
It had to be done.
It had to be done. But did everyone cringe when you heard that right there?
Paula said, hi, Jessica.
Hi. So there's a little divot missing right here, so I'm just gonna pull it in, and it's just gonna fill right into that spot. So move any random lint bits, which are always everywhere. I think that's one of the most common comments I hear from you guys when you say that you like the videos or whatnot. I love that you get lint, because I get lint all day, and I love that I'm not the only one. So we all get lint. Unfortunately, we do not live in a lint-free world. So I'm gliding it down over the nail. Glide it down. And then take some extra, if you feel like you need it on the sparkle because it looks bumpy at all, just take a little bit and just drag it on, and it will self-level over it, and you'll end up with a perfectly smooth nail. Perfectly smooth. So all I'm going to be doing is filing the edges just like I do on any other gel manicure, and they're going to be done. Okay. Freeze that for like 2 seconds. Okay. And then the thumb. And then we'll let her do the full cure. And I typically have people do 1 minute cure with options. It's just stems back from the day when it was we would always cure it a little bit longer than you would just a gloss to get that really high gloss shine. So I typically do about 1 minute for it. And that'll make sure that you get a really good high gloss. Now options is something really good to have in your drawer. Not only for this technique for rock star toes, this is what you use for your top coat to get the same effect, so you get perfectly smooth toes with your glitter. But also for like a clear overlay or something like that, Options Clear is very flexible, and so you will end up with really good, strong, flexible nails, so that aren't going to crack. If you use a hard gel on a very thin overlay, you can end up with cracking, but if you use your Options Clear, you will not. So it's an excellent overlay gel if you're not going to cover it with any color or anything and you just need a flexible, thin coat.
Cindy says hi.
Hi, Cindy. So again, keep your brush flat to the nail and gloss over it so that your bristles are not pulling your gloss off. There's a piece of lint in there, I see it. So if your bristles are doing this, it's dragging. You don't want it to do that. You want it to float, especially because it looks like one of these sparkles is starting to bleed into the color a little bit. Not a lot, but it happens. So if I feel like I have any bumps in there, I'm just going to drop a little bit after I have a slick layer. It's going to smooth over the bumps and it's going to be completely smooth. So you can check your line of light when you rotate the hand and see how your sparkles are. If you need any more product, right in the middle or down the sides. So tricky when they're really long, huh, girls? Okay, I'm going to freeze that for a few seconds. Okay. I was trying to call. I made it go away. Okay. And then after I do this, I will show you guys how I finish, because you gotta file the sides and make sure that the nail is shaped properly when we're all done here. So this is what I call a couture fill when you're dealing with a length this long and a design that's going to take a little bit of extra time. So make sure that if you guys are doing designs like this or length that's going to take extra time, that you're making sure your menu is correct for that. Or you're not going to want to do it, and you want to make sure you make people happy. Piece of black lint. Okay, freeze that. Okay. Our last one.
Where's Elle?
She is at home. And Jared was finishing remodeling my mother's bathroom today, so I'm sure he was home when she got done with school today. My mama has a new powder room now, thanks to my husband. Just another reason she likes him more than me. It's true. When I first met him, she'd be like, take care of him, be nice to him. And I'm like, aren't you supposed to say that to him? Aren't you supposed to be on my side? Aren't you supposed to make sure that he's making me happy?
No.
Apparently not.
It's not a good thing.
Yeah, and Shayla will agree. Shayla's all Team Jared. Everyone's Team Jared. No one's Team Jess. Whatever. Come back. Don't have it cure more than a minute because then you start to lose too much shine. You didn't turn this on and off a bunch of times, did you? Okay. All right, so I'm going to wipe. And this isn't going to squeak as much as your regular Luxio gloss, so don't do this expecting it's going to be like squeak, 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 because this one does not squeak like that. Then I'm just going to hit the sides and the front to finish these out. Make sure that everything is straight. And there's no funkiness. Like, see that little bit right there? We don't want to keep that like that. Come at this straight out.
Cindy says, I'm Team Jess.
Thanks, Cindy. I got someone on my side. I think my daughter's Team Jess too, so that's good. Although for a long time it was questionable. I think it's because I've been working too much, so now she just messes me. Alright, coming at it straight, making sure that your shaping is all how you want it. And pull that away on the side. And this just makes sure that you have a nice finished nail. And then all I do is go ahead and zip underneath right here. And that's going to thin out the free edge, okay? You want to keep those nice and thin. Alright, that's it, my friends. Thank you for joining us. I'll finish the other hand, but I will sign off for now. Because there you go. It's a fun, kind of pretty swirl with some sparkle. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye.